NASCAR got what they wanted. The most dominant driver of the year, Kevin Harvick, would not be competing for a title for the rest of the year, all because of NASCAR's stupid championship format. Harvick, the guy that you seeing on screen right now, had 9 wins, a lot of top fives, a lot of top tens, an average finish of 7.0 if I'm not mistaken, coming into this race. And all because he had 2 bad races in a row, he would not be competing for a title all of a sudden because of this crapshoot format. NASCAR completely abandoned legitimacy in 2014, and they have not done nothing about it since then. And, my question is that why do we abandon the original chase format? Something that was a nice balance between entertainment and legitimacy. But the bigger question is that why do we abandon the Winston Cup format? A season-long championship format that was in place for 30 years, from 1975 to 2003. Something that worked for 30 years. Oh, because Matt Kenseth won 1 race and Ryan Newman had 8 wins that season. A lot of you seem to forget that Newman had 9 DNFs that year, which explains why he finished 6th in the points. Matt Kenseth was consistent. Yeah, he had 1 win, but he was consistent. Everybody was fucking up besides him. And he was awarded the championship. He deserved that championship. Then we got Brian France that came into, the sport, became the CEO, and everybody was throwing around the idea of saying, hey, like just award more points to the winner of a race so you could have like a tighter points battle. Nope. We're going to implement the playoffs. And here we are 15 years later still talking about this shit. And you would think that with Brian France being gone for 2 years now after he had his little issue, that we're still talking about this shit. You think that NASCAR would have just abandoned this shit, the year, after he left. We still have this in place. Why? The best way to determine a champion in motorsports, NASCAR is a motorsport, is to have a season-long championship format. I don't care. Period. Now, I know they're not going to go back to that. But, I think it's the best way to determine a champion. It's the most legit way. Now, I'm willing to compromise and, I wouldn't complain if, they went back into the 2004 format. I wouldn't complain at all. And would NASCAR do anything about it during the off season? Would they make a change? Most likely not. The only thing I could see NASCAR doing is having playoff points carry over to the final race, and it's going to become a points deal at that point instead of a winner takes all, which would be a little bit better, but it would still be a joke of a system. There's 2 options, man. Either go back to a season-long championship format or the 2004 format. It's nothing wrong with looking in the past and bringing something back that worked. Those 2 systems, especially the Winston Cup format, was fine. Like I said, all they had to do was give the winner of a race more points, and we would have been fine. But NASCAR is so focused on trying to pull casual fans, and it has not worked for y'all because ratings continue to go down each year. Now, I wouldn't be able to say nothing if ratings were going up with this format in place, but ratings are going down. And yeah, Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, Dale Jr., Carl Edwards, those guys retiring does play a role. But still, I think it's just championship format. It's a joke. It's getting to a point now to where wins matter more than championships. And that's sad. Kevin Harvick, he didn't exactly say that, but he kind of indicated hey, we had a great season. We had 9 wins. The championship would have been a bonus. When you compete in sports, the main goal is to compete for a title. But in NASCAR, it seems like it's getting to a point now to where these drivers just care about race wins. And it should be about winning a title. And we're at a point now to where wins matter more than championship. Because of how flawed the system is. So I don't think NASCAR is going to do anything about it. There's a lot of rage going on social media right now, Twitter, Reddit, everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you wherever you go. I see people, just bashing the system. I've been bashing it since 2014. A lot of people starting to hop on the bandwagon now. I seen how, like, I knew, like, when they implemented the system, I was like, wow, this sounds stupid. And some people wanted to give it a chance. A lot of people, it seems like as the years have gone by, more and more people have hated it, which is great because it might finally lead to some change. But you know how NASCAR is, they probably are going to be, irritating and not change nothing about this. So, yeah, the most dominant driver of the year will not be competing for a title next week. The second most dominant driver, which was Denny Hamlin, will be. Even though I'm a Chase Elliott fan, I'm not a big Chase Elliott fan, like, a diehard, Chase Elliott fan, but it's just great to see a Chevy in the Final Four again. I'm a Chevy guy. And, we haven't seen a Chevy in the Final Four since 2016. So I had mixed emotions when that race was over with. I was happy that Chase Elliott won, but I was pissed that Harvick missed the Final Four. The most dominant driver of the year. Under the old format, Harvick would have had the championship locked up after last week, even though he had a bad performance last week. And it's like, people do not want championships to be locked up, before the final race. Come on, man. Like, if you go back to a season-long championship format, it's not a guarantee that the championship will be locked up every year. So people need to get that, thought out of their head. But yeah, I'm just a lost of words right now. Like I just, this championship format is so dumb. And it seems like that, a lot of people are starting to realize how dumb this format is. So hopefully this does lead to some change. I doubt it though, knowing how NASCAR leadership is. Steve O'Donnell being the main problem, him being as the competition director. I am not a fan of that guy at all. He's responsible for stages, this aero package, just so many dumb things. The caution clock, which was like, the beta stages of stages. So yeah, I'm gonna end off with that though. Let me know in the comment sections of what you guys think of the championship format. Do you guys like this championship format? Do y'all want to see a change to it? And if so, what type of format do y'all want to see? Like the Winston Cup format, the 2004 format, or y'all got like a whole new way of doing things? Let me know in the comments. To me, like I said, it's two options, man. Go back to what worked. Either the Winston Cup format or the 2004 format. Because this system is a joke. The win in your end thing is a joke. You win one race and then you're in the chase. And then, the eliminations and the winner take all deal. It's just stupid. It's dumb. The most illegitimate way of determining a champion. So hopefully NASCAR does something about it over the off season, but they're not though. So yeah. Until the next time, I'll catch y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace.